Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Now today I'm going to talk about the Auto Club Speedway results for the Cup and Xfinity. This will also be the final time where we get to race on the Speedway configuration before it gets demolished into a short track configuration, which let's just say not a lot of people are into that, we'll say that. But before we get into that, let's talk about the next race, which is Las Vegas Motor Speedway, which we will have the 3 Premier Series of NASCAR, the Cup Series, Xfinity, and the Truck Series back in the West Coast. So, first start off with practice and qualifying. There's actually quite a lot here on Friday, March 3rd. Practice for the Truck Series and qualifying, both of them will be on FS1, 4:35 p.m. and 5:05 p.m. Eastern Time, respectively. Practice and qualifying will also be on FS1 for the Xfinity Series race at 6:35 and 7:05 p.m. Eastern Time, respectively. And then 9 p.m. Eastern Time will be the Truck Series for the running of the victorious Voice Foundation 200 on FS1, MRN, and Sirius XM. This is where we also get to see Jay Garcia for the first time in the full-time truck, so that'll be really cool to see. But other than that, I don't think there's been any other changes. Then on Sunday, March 4th, we then have practice and qualifying for the Cup Series, 1:35, 2 p.m. actually if it's on FS1, but it will be also on FS2 for the for practice for the Cup Series, and qualifying will be on FS1 at 2:20 p.m. And then at 4:30 p.m. will be the Alsco Uniforms 300 for the Xfinity race. That'll be on FS1, PRN, and Sirius XM. And then finally, Sunday, March 5th will be the Cup Series race for the running of the Pennzoil 400. That'll be at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That'll be on Fox, PRN, and Sirius XM. So let's now move over to the Xfinity Series results. The Xfinity Series was won by John Hunter Nemechek. Then we got Sam Mayer, Justin Allgaier, Chandler Smith, Josh Berry, Austin Hill, Riley Herbst, Austin Dillon, Bren Moffitt, and Parker Kligerman ran out the top 10. Then we got Joe Greif Jr., Daniel Hemrick, Kaz Grala, Ryan Sieg, Kyle Sieg, Josh Williams, Anthony Alfredo, Jeremy Clements, Sammy Smith, and Parker Retzlaff ran out the top 20. Obviously, qualifying was rained out, and it was also snowing as well. Pull show pictures of it. But it was snowing in California, which sadly did delay the race, and it was also funny in Twitter interaction with Austin Hill and Bob Parker, I'm pretty sure as well, so that was pretty good. But it was delayed until 12 p.m. I mean, it was like my time was like 12 p.m. and it'll be on FS2. Already a bad start for the Xfinity Series. But luckily, the Cup Series that was on FS1, so at least that's good enough. But FS2, not really a good sign for the Xfinity Series. But either way, lap 35, Cole Custer wins stage 1. Who saw that coming? Absolutely no one, but as you can see, he's not in the top 20. Lap 44, Sheldon Creed gets spun out by Josh Berry. Lap 62, karma for Berry as he makes contact with the wall, and Custer swept both of the stages. Lap 83, Brennan Jones spins in front of Tyler Reddick. And in lap 91, this is what happened to Cole Custer, as he actually had a flat tire, and Austin Dillon runs into the back of him. Both of those drivers were running really, really good. I think they were definitely the drivers to beat, in my opinion. I guess also John Hunter Nemechek as well. Austin Hill was struggling a bit, but I mean, Nemechek was also the car to beat. But Cole Custer, he was definitely, definitely should be in contention of winning the race. I mean, this is one of his favorite tracks, which obviously he has said in the interview during the delays for the Xfinity Series race. And I mean, he was running pretty good. I'm pretty sure he was running top 10 when that happened, like top 5 even. I'm pretty sure. But then flat tire basically took him out of contention, sadly, and he scraped the wall, got right into the back of Dillon. So yeah, it kind of sucks for Custer. I think he would definitely be maybe around second or third, maybe behind Nemechek a bit. But yeah, I do think Nemechek though was a very fast car and had a very quick car to beat. So but either way, good signs for Nemechek though. And Cole Custer though as well. Lap 128, Ryan Ellis spins out. Lap 134, Sammy Smith spins out after contact with Austin Hill. And finally, lap 150, Jonathan Nemechek wins the Production Alliance Group 300, first win as the Joe Gibbs Racing driver. So great job by Jonathan Nemechek. Obviously, this was a great sign for him in the for the series. And let's have a look at the other finishes outside of the top 20. I don't know what happened there with Jeb Bird and Sheldon Creed, but that's there. But Sheldon Creed, who was like spun out a couple times, he's down 23rd. Cole Custer, 27th, led 46 laps, which is like the second highest behind Nemechek in led laps. Brian Jones, I mentioned before, he's down in 33rd. Not a good start for him in junior motorsports, but maybe, hopefully, the team will improve. Let's now move over to the Cup Series results. And Rowdy Nation is back as Kyle Busch gets his first win with RCR. In second place, Chase Elliott, who started from 33rd and finished second place. That's a great job by him. Then Ross Chastain, Daniel Suarez, Kevin Harvick, Denny Hamlin, Brad Keselowski, Alex Bowman, Austin Dillon, and Joey Logano ran out the top 10. Then Mark Truex Jr., Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Chris Buescher, Corey LaJoie, Harrison Burton, Ty Gibbs, Todd Gilliland, Michael McDowell, Eric Jones, and Chase Briscoe ran out the top 20. Obviously, Noble Driver, which was out of the top 20, is Kyle Larson, obviously out last year's winner. He had engine issues, so that's why he's outside of the top 20. I'm pretty sure he finished 27th, maybe I think maybe 32nd. I have no idea, but he finished pretty low in the standings. Lap 42, Brad Keselowski and spins out from Corey LaJoie. Lap 65, Ross Chastain wins stage 1. Lap 75, Allmendinger spins out after contact and then has contact with the inside wall. Lap 87, I'm going to show a video of this. Ty Dillon spins out, gets spun out by Todd Gilliland, Brad Keselowski, Eric Almirola, Ryan Blaney, Christopher Bell, Justin Haley, Ryan Preece, Tyler Reddick, Cody Ware, all involved. I guess this is just a bit of a stack up. I mean, it was during a restart, so I could understand that. Someone spun the tires. I'm guessing it was probably Gilliland who spun the tires, or I should say Ty Dillon spun out the tires. I can't remember who spun out. I'm pretty sure it might be Gilliland, but either way, one of those drivers spun the tires and they just got collected and all that other stuff. So I can understand obviously how it happened and all that stuff, but definitely sucks for those drivers. Especially, I mean, Keselowski wasn't too bad. Obviously, he did recover to finish in the top 10. As well, Justin Haley, he finished 21st, while I see Todd Gilliland recovered to finish 17th. But yeah, not really great for all those drivers. I'm pretty sure it happened in the mid pack. So, but either way, Chastain sweeps both of the stages, and lap 200, Kyle Busch wins the Pala Casino 400 first win with RCR, and who saw that coming? Everyone was cheering for him in RCR equipment, driving the number 8 car. That's actually pretty ironic to me. Let's have a look at the other finishes outside of the top 20. William Byron, he continues to have a pretty awful start of the season, including Ryan Blaney. Kyle Larson continues his struggles. Austin Cindric as well. Christopher Bell. Ryan Preece, Tyler Reddick, Eric Almirola, AJ Allmendinger down in 36th place. Let's now have a look at the Xfinity Series standings. So this is the top 20 for the Xfinity Series standings. 7 points difference between Austin Hill, Jonathan Nemechek, and Justin Allgaier. That's going to be a good playoff battle. And then we have, behind the top 3, we have Chandler Smith, Riley Herbst, Cole Custer, Sam Mayer, Joe Graf Jr., for some reason is in 8th place, Josh Berry, Ryan Sieg, running out the top 10. Then top 12 is Parker Kligerman and Parker Retzlaff. Then we got Jeb Burton, Brent Moffitt, Sammy Smith, Josh Williams, Jeremy Clements, Kyle Sieg, Brandon Jones, and Mike Steiner ran out the top 20. Joe Graf Jr. actually having a good start of the season, which is a massive surprise to me. But either way, great job by him. Kligerman is now up in the playoffs. Ryan Sieg, I'm pretty sure, is now up in the playoffs. So I mean, like, it'll be interesting to see all the playoff drivers for this season. Obviously, we know that Austin Hill and Jonathan Nemechek, we know that those two are now locked into the playoffs. But there's a lot of good drivers down below. I mean, like Jordan Anderson Racing, they've stepped up massively this year. Brent Moffitt with AM Racing. Some young guns with Joe Gibbs Racing. I mean, Sammy Smith definitely. Brandon Jones is still outside of the top 20. RSS Racing's kind of improved. So there's quite a lot of drivers that could actually have a possible chance of making it to the playoffs for the Xfinity Series. And then finally, we'll have a look at the Cup Series standings. And then in the Cup Series, Ross Chastain is 1 point in front of Joey Logano. Then we got Alex Bowman, Kevin Harvick, Daniel Suarez, Chris Buescher, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Kyle Busch, both of them locked into the playoffs. Then we got Denny Hamlin, Brad Keselowski ran out the top 10. And Mark Truex Jr., Ryan Blaney, Corey LaJoyce somehow in the playoff picture. Chase Elliott, Christopher Bell, Michael McDowell rounding out the top 16. Then I got Ty Gibbs, Austin Cindric, AJ Allmendinger, and Harrison Burton ran out the top 20. Obviously, as you can see, no William Byron, no Kyle Larson, no Tyler Reddick even, no Bob Wallace as well I can see as well. So, there's always going to be an early time for some of these drivers to get used to the car and not only get used to the car, but also have a feeling into the season, and obviously they can obviously improve later on into the season. But it's pretty interesting to see that Alex Bowman is at a top Hendrick driver. And then next up is Chase Elliott, who's down at 14th, which I find pretty funny. But yeah, I mean, Stenhouse and Kyle Busch, both of them now locked into the playoffs with their wins, and we'll get to see who else wins this season. I won't be surprised if we see, like, I don't know, maybe 18 or 20 different winners this season, because the next gen car, they've already showed us from last year, it is a damn good car, and it could definitely cause upsets. So that's really about that for me. Hope just a reminder that the next race is Las Vegas Motor Speedway for the Cup, Xfinity, and the Truck Series. So that's really about it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed. Catch you guys on next time in the next one. Goodbye.